G6 Production.
They not ready for this one. Bad gal of soca. He want me him. He want me him. He want me him. He want me him. Never leave it dry with my goo. Pressure on the pipe with that goo. Morning, noon and night with that goo. Such and kryptonite with that goo. He need a wet back. He need it good. He not like it dry. He want wet. When I bring the water, I get it soaked. When I clean it deeper, wet back don't choke. Never leave it dry with my goo. Pressure on the pipe with that goo. Morning, noon and night with that goo. Such and kryptonite with that goo. He want me him. He want me him. He want me him. He want me him. Let me hook it up to your water hose. Let me get it dry. Don't want it to blow. Control the pressure. Don't want it to bust. Wait, let me get my wet vac so I can clean it first. Never leave it dry with my goo. Pressure on the pipe with that goo. Morning, noon and night with that goo. Such and kryptonite with that goo. He want me him. He want me him. He want me him.
So once again, that was music that we played early in the year from Empress J. And as promised, we have Empress J on the line. Good night to you.
Hello.
Welcome to the gallery. Can you?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us clearly?
Hearing us? Yes. You're good.
Okay. Just wanna. So you're live on the air. Everybody is listening to you. We just played Wet Vac. We're gonna get into your latest song in a little bit. So just let the people, the listener audience, know a little bit about yourself. I know you're getting ready to go down to Trinidad. You doing your radio tour right about now. But let the people that's listening know a little bit about yourself.
Well, good afternoon, good night, and all of that good stuff to all of the gallery fans, friends, and guests who are listening. It's your girl, Empress J. Bigging up, hailing, coming and calling you from the DMV area, but representing Barbados. And just excited to be here to talk about, the new tune that I just dropped for the carnival season for 2018. About to head down to Trinidad and promote it and go forward with the year out doing the soca music and dropping some things. So really excited to be here on the gallery this evening.
Okay, so you're known as the bad girl of soca. So how difficult is it to really make it in this business?
Wow. it presents its challenges, especially when you are coined the bad gal of soca, because people have their idea of what soca is and what soca should be, and you get a lot of pushback when you try to bring something a little different, especially coming from, people who feel they are the originators of it. And so, they say soca has to have this element and that element, and you can't do this and you can't do that. And I'm the type of person who you can't tell me I can't, because then that makes me do it anyway and do it even bigger and worse and badder, as they would say. So, it's difficult, especially I have a long history and a long resume in the music business, but more so in the American music business as a songwriter, as a performer in different genres. So breaking into soca music and doing music that's true to my heart and my culture, it's presented with some challenges, but nothing that I can't handle.
So now the question I'm gonna ask is probably the question everybody's always asking. What really was your motivation behind the song Wet Vac? We know what the song's about, but
what is it about?
What really caused you to really put that song out there like that?
What is Wet Vac about?
Okay, Miss Stacy wants to know what Wet Vac
is about.
What Wet Vac is about.
Enlighten us.
Ladies, I'm shaking my head, because if you don't know what Wet Vac about, we're going to have a little session. I'm going to have to come up and drop some little jewels in you. Wet Vac is really actually an answer to another song that's on that same rhythm.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was riding in the car from Atlanta Carnival, and I was just listening through Lucian music, and I ran across a song called Vacuum. And I was like, oh, gosh, these Lucian boys is slacking around. I love it. I love it. And the song is simple, and they're speaking in Creole, so I don't even know what they're saying. But the few words I could catch, I was like, ooh, they so slack. And so I found who the producer was, and I reached out to him. I was like, yo, I want to do an answer to this song. So the man did Vacuum, and I was like, men, you know, they always telling you split in the middle and do this and shake your bum bum and all of this. So I did an answer to Vacuum. The man said he liked to vacuum. I said, well, then you need a wet vac, because we are the wet vac. If you are the vacuum.
And
so that's just simple enough. So that was truly where that was inspired from. It was an answer to another song that's on that same rhythm. Big up G6 Productions out of St. Lucia. It's his rhythm. And it's just that. I wanted to have fun with it. I wanted to, I don't separate what men can do and women can do. I figure if a man could do it, I could do it too. So he was slack, I was slack.
That's right.
Like, that's right up my alley. I like to speak my mind.
Equal rights, you know. They could do it.
And I'm good at what I do.
Right, bad man?
I won't.
He's stuttering over here. He's stuttering.
Yeah, I don't agree with the. No, because
you don't agree with it. Why?
Not with the equal rights. I don't.
You know.
Not with
you don't agree with the equal rights.
No.
So you don't agree that a man could talk about something and a woman should not be able to talk about it.
Right.
No, talking about something is completely different than doing something. Men and women can talk about whatever they feel like. So
No. Wedlock is strictly for the man,
right?
Not for anyone else.
Right.
He's talking about vacuuming a woman, and my answer to it is what a woman can do to a man.
Right.
Let me get that very straight.
Yeah. So I don't get it.
When I say what a man can talk about, a woman can talk about, and I think culturally and with stigmas and all of that, women are supposed to only sing about love and relationships and heartbreak and all of this. And I said, no, I can sing about what I want to.
I like that, though. I like that. A lot of females are kind of scared to make a song like that, you know.
So now, other than that, we're gonna get into your latest song. So you went from wet vac to bumper technician. So I know you have also you do dance classes. You do.
Yes.
So let the people know a little bit about what you do on that level, because besides music, you got other things going on.
Yes. So yes, I do teach. I created a genre of dance fitness that celebrates my Caribbean heritage. So it's called ISOTC, and you know, we do moderate to high impact aerobic movements and dance movements to soca music, reggae music, all kinds of Caribbean music, and we just have a good time. And we sweat. And, you know, sometimes we have sweat fests where we go for 2 hours straight with a DJ, and just every time it's a party. And we've coined that we don't do fitness, we do fetness, because when you're in class with us, you're at a fet. Right. We have a good time. Matter of fact, I just came from teaching class. So, had a good time, always have a good time, and we've been doing it all over. We hopped on stage with many artists in the past, Ola, Tunji in Miami. Gosh, we danced with so many people. Her and the boys, we've even danced and done choreography, have video of us dancing to his music and things like that. So, you know, it's a lot of dance brands out here that are Caribbean dance brands, and we just pride ourselves that we give you simple choreography that you can take anywhere, and people enjoy it.
And how was the scene? Because you mentioned that you're in the DMV area, so how was the scene, the Caribbean scene there? Because normally, you mentioned you're from Barbados. Normally, people from the Caribbean come to New York. Some may go to Atlanta or Miami. How is it in the DMV?
DMV, it's different. I've seen it grow and change. You know, back in the heyday when we had DC Carnival, and it was before the gentrification. and before they shut us down, the Caribbean community was so vast and it was so lucrative and so much love. I started off not even really. I feel like I was one of the pioneers as far as promoters. I used to promote back in the day, but I did dance hall parties, but I was the one non-Jamaican doing dance hall parties, but bringing soca music with it. So now there's this whole movement with reggae versus soca, and it tickles me and I laugh. I said, Lord, I was doing that a long time ago. But just the community was so big and so different, and it was so much love back then. And I've seen it change. I think the scene here kind of died with DC Carnival, and then with a lot of lockdown of the dance hall, there were some really big dance hall promoters here, like Ida Blanco, the Fluffness Family, Destiny Sound, and people would keep dances, and a lot of and some of those big name people and artists and promoters have, God rest their soul, gone on. Have transitioned through violence and things like that. So violence has really changed, like the dancehall community. Mm-hmm. And the shutdown of DC Carnival really has changed, like the soca community. It's reviving now with things like DC Carnival Weekend and a couple of promoters that are kind of dominating the soca set industry, per se. But it's growing, it's rebuilding itself, I can say. It's definitely not like it was, but it's rebuilding itself. But as far as having artists, I'm like an anomaly, because most people, like you said, think I'm probably from New York.
Right.
So they'll say, oh, the artist from coming out of New York, because you never hear about a soca artist coming from D.C.
Right. So we're going to get it.
If I have a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. I just want to know, as a female, what are some of the struggles
Can you say that one more time? It kind of broke up.
I said, as a female in being an artist, what are some of the struggles that you went through?
Some of the struggles. The biggest struggle is even, and I'm sure a lot of artists find it in their hometown, is like really getting hometown support, especially being a female. Like, people really don't take you serious.
Right.
Oh yeah, and it's hard for me too, because people know me from something different. A lot of people know me as a dancer. They've seen me dance with other artists. They've seen me dance on stage and for festivals and different things like this, but they didn't know me as an artist. Okay. And a lot of them didn't know me as an artist because I wasn't doing soca music. So I had like different lives. I had a life that was doing rock music and, rock and rap music. And then I had a life where I was dancing to Caribbean music. So all of my Caribbean people only knew me as one way. So to fight them to see me as not just a dancer, but I'm an artist in my own right, with different talents, that has been a struggle, and especially to get local support. Like I said, we can go anywhere in the world. I can go to New York. I can go to Trinidad. I can go any other Bahamas, and it's just a different treatment than right here locally. So I think that's been the biggest struggle for me, is making that transition and getting your local people to really stand behind you.
Okay. That's true. That's a good point.
And I think that's just, that could go to a whole different discussion, but I think that's just us as a people overall.
Right.
Us supporting each other. So, I don't think that's necessary for local, but we just,
in general,
have to do a better job of supporting one another.
Right.
So I know, Empress J is probably going through a lot of struggles, she mentioned.
Sure, yeah.
And, there's a lot of big artists. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
I just mentioned it to Empress J, but we mentioned this a couple weeks ago about how difficult it is for artists to break into the business, because some people just basically dominate the business.
Right.
And especially in the case with Empress J, she's female. And she sort of alluded to it. I know she didn't want to say directly, but, she's from Barbados, and usually Trinidad takes over soca.
Right.
So it's sort of like, she has two things. She's a female artist, and she's from Barbados, as opposed to being a male from Trinidad. So that sort of makes it, difficult. But, we just have to overall do what we can to support each other.
Right.
Artists support artists, DJs support artists. DJs support DJs, and that's the only way that we're gonna all make it in this business.
But it's even harder as just being a female, like you said, just being a female. That's the number one.
Yeah.
So
now, before we get into your song, Bumper Technician, anything else you want to tell the people?
Just definitely check me out. Don't put a box around me. Mm-hmm. Embrace the badness. Embrace the bad gal of soca. Soca can be many things. I'm definitely going to bring something different. It don't matter where you're from. Whether you was born in the islands, have a Caribbean heritage or whatever, we need to just stick together as one island. It don't matter where you come from. We all have a love for this music, and the music spreads love, and it's infiltrating so many places, Africa, Europe, the Afro soca movement. All of these people are just absorbing it, and we need to be open to allowing the world into our world. So be ready, and there's always a rough side to a smooth side. So I want people to embrace it. Check me out on all my social media is Empress J Music, just the letter J. And go to that YouTube channel, Empress J Music, and check out the songs, like them, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and enjoy the music. I have more stuff coming out real soon on my way to Trinidad Carnival. So if you're going to Trinidad Carnival, I'll see you on the road. I'll see you at Juve. We're going to have a good time. I'll be on the radios down there and promoting in some sets and stuff. Big up my management in Trinidad, Ruby Gym Management. My management here in the U.S. is Next Level Management. So if you're looking for a hot artist that's going to bring some energy to your stage and something different, look me up. Check me out. Book me.
All right. So we definitely appreciate you calling in. And I know that you was trying to make it to New York and couldn't make it. So, but the doors are always open. When you are in New York, just feel free to hit us up. And
yes. I'm so mad that I was supposed to be there, but situations and circumstances. But definitely the next time I'm in New York on a Tuesday, I will be dropping by and hugging your necks and seeing your faces and all of that good stuff. And thank you for having me on. I really had a good time.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. And we're going to get into your new song that you just dropped called Bumper Technician. So everybody out there, this is Empress J.
Another G6 production, that little Lucian sound. You got this Bayesian girl digging on this Lucian music, but it's okay. We all digging on it right now.
All right. So we definitely appreciate you checking in. And so everybody out there, this is new music from Empress J. The song is called Bumper Technician.
Bad gal of soca. You ready? I need a tech. A bumper technician. I need a tech. Boy, I take an application for bumper technician. If you have stamina and have enough ambition, you can get this work, but on one condition. Listen. You have to work hard. Keep up with it. You have to work hard. Keep down in it. You have to work hard. Take it to the limit. You have to work hard. Come and get it. Work hard. Put in the work. Don't stop. Put in the work. Put in the work now. Put in the work. Don't stop. Put in the work. I need a manager when I roll the bumper. I need a good plumber to get down in the gutter. I need a woodworker toting real big lumber. If you hold a young handle it under. You have to work hard. Keep up with it. You have to work hard. Keep down in it. You have to work hard. Take it to the limit. You have to work hard. Come and get it. Work hard. Put in the work. Put in the work. Don't stop. Put in the work. Put in the work now. Put in the work. Don't stop. Put in the work. I take an application for bumper technician. If you have stamina and have enough ambition, you can get this work, but on one condition. Listen. You have to work hard. Keep up with it. You have to work hard.